It's okay. Off your mind. It's okay. Off your mind.
Chai! Now wow, people wey suppose talk truth to power don't off mic. And if we talk, now 500,000 they go summer us call them hate speech. But fear not, Maiyegun don't come. Ingo torchlight every corner, nooks and cranny of all these bad people where they spoil our country. So my people make we laugh, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. My people make we shout, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun diary politico, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. This one not the off in mind, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Can in the touchlight every corner, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Okay, some people be they holla say they want the power. Chai, them be promise us say we go get light and power. Them hustle sote they can't get the power. But now they know they do anything with the power. Every day, dollar just they get the higher power over naira. See them talk say make we off mind, but thank God say Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you laugh, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. My people make we shout, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun diary politico, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. This one not they off in mind, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Person where they do evil, no one make person talk. Them say that Maiyegun, that man too they talk. He too they talk. Say Maiyegun diary, he they hot like pepper. But every day then they take money in bulk. Poor man picking, they the street they hawk. Still them talk say make we no talk. But thank God say Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you laugh, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. My people make you shout, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun diary politico, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. This man not the off in mind, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Aha. Now you not done here. All these bad politicians, then we call themselves politicians. When they thief our money, we no want to make the common man get waiting supposed get for this country. And I never hear so. Maiyegun la wa mo la mo do 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 do. Maiyegun diary, Maiyegun la wa mo la mo do 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 do. Maiyegun diary, Maiyegun ti dé o, ọ̀rẹ́ ará ìlú. Maiyegun diary, lórí Facebook, lórí YouTube. Maiyegun diary, gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Maiyegun dá wa sí. Maiyegun diary, àṣírí.
Hello there. So I'm just nodding. Sorry about that. Good afternoon to you, brethren, from wherever you are joining us. So it is a brunch time, and at the same time, a bit of a sound check. All right. So as you are joining, please share the broadcast. Invite your friends, invite your not so friendly friends. Tell them all that Maiyegun is live. So this afternoon, we are going to review, the deep, sort of like the deep-seated carnage, sponsored terrorism going on in the middle belt of Nigeria. But today, we will talk about the Benue. As much as a lot of people are currently reacting, as they should, to these wanton killings by these Fulani terrorists. I think we can use this moment as well to at least educate ourselves that what you are seeing now, or the killings you are reacting to right now, is just one out of many. So far, it is recorded that nearly 5,000 people have been killed in Benue State alone since 2023 to 2025. So we're going to kind of like put them on the timeline, all right? So let me know if you can hear me loud and clear. Let me also know if this background sound is playing well on your device. Thank you. Thank you so much. So let me know if the sound is playing so well, just before we continue. And also remember, right, it is an open mic. It's going to be an open mic. Open mic simply means you can phone in anytime, whether you are currently in Benue State or you are in any part of Nigeria that you have something to share with us. Based on this conversation, it will be much appreciated. So the line and the number to call is on your screen. Use it. So again, I want you to please, for a moment, right, listen to this sound uninterrupted for the next 1 or 2 minutes. I want you to tell me if the background sound is not breaking, is clear enough that, yeah? Maiyegun
lórí Facebook, lórí YouTube, gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Maiyegun já wa sí. Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í kó níbẹ̀ o. Bó bá ṣe eré, àní Maiyegun máa wí. Ó sì tún ṣe eré, wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Lórí Facebook. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Lórí YouTube. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Ọba bá gbé wúrẹ́, àní ẹ̀sùn ra kì í. Níjó ìgbádìyẹ, àní ẹ̀sùn ra kì í. Pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o, àní ẹ̀sùn ra kì í. Gómìnà kówó jẹ, àní ẹ̀sùn ra kì í. Ọlọ́pàá tí ń darí bá, àní ẹ̀sùn ra kì í. Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o, àní ẹ̀sùn ra kì í. Òkúra olóṣèlú, àní ẹ̀sùn ra kì í. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ra kì í.
Thank you very much. So, I should leave that on, by the way. Give me a sec. So that means the sound is perfect. So we can have our chat then. So the next one is going to be to try out the line. All right. So this is a new streaming software that I'm trying to kind of like work with and see how that, probably suits what we want to do here on Maiyegun's Diary Political. So, brethren, this is brunch time with Maiyegun. It is the moment you need to understand what is really going on in Benue State. Apart from propagandas, lies, gaslighting, and deflections that the Tinubu's regime have sort of employed in order to shield from you what is really going on, right? From their own record. Because what I did this afternoon, in fact, this morning, was for me to try to put together, the total number of times that the Fulani terrorists have attacked different communities from different local government areas in Borno State alone. In Benue State alone. And what I found is staggering, all right? So I then went on to ask a Grok to help me tabulate that, in which all verified time, place, or places as well. Under Tinubu, they have slaughtered thousands of people, just Fulani terrorists alone, recorded. In fact, their governor, right? Their Mr. Latin Dokpemu governor, he said he's a reverend father. Last night on Arise, said something so close to truth, but he's still shielding from it when they push the entire blame on supposed the people who are the victims of all these attacks. So here was what's his name again? Alia had to say that I said is like close to the truth. I'm coming back with the data.
Well, again, I mean, we're deeply shocked and extremely sorry to hear that. Do you know at this point, without any doubt, who has carried out these attacks or who has been carrying them out? Because, I mean, this is not the first time, is it?
No, it's not the first time, Charles. Let me build a context to this. In this very local government of Guma local government shares boundary with Nasarawa State, and internally it shares boundary with Makurdi local government. It is on the way from a very highway, dual carriage from Makurdi to Abuja, right by the side of the road. It's a very sizable town. The Yelwater area, it's a very sizable town, and it's within.
I think we're having a bit of a challenge with the connection there. Sometimes you get these interruptions on the line, the internet line, and even the satellite line sometimes gets interrupted because of weather patterns and so on, and that's a real pity because the governor was at a point where he's talking about some really interesting things. Can we hear the governor now, please? Yeah, please go on, Governor. We lost you
yes,
for a minute.
I'm hearing you well.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so Guma local government shares border with Nasarawa State, and these are unmined borders, and are quite extended. The Nasarawa border extends into the other local governments, including West and Agatu primarily. A context behind this, the anxieties we started having in this local government spanned as far back as 22, 23 years ago. But how it happened was the herders clashed with the farmers. This took quite a long period of time, and then eventually, in the last, say, 12 years, it shifted. It moved into the armed herders versus the entire communities. So again, the farmers were affected. They were every now and then driven off from their homes destroyed, and then they had to leave their farmlands as well. And since it's been there for quite some time, a good number of people were tired of seeing the repeat every now and then shifted into towns, but were still manning their farmlands. Of late, what we experience and what we see, it's more abhorrent. It is much and stronger, way beyond farmer-herder crisis. We are being attacked by bandits and terrorists. Definitely, when a thief comes to your house, there's no gainsaying that. There must be someone from within or nearby who knows out around, and then he does what his art is, what he wants to do. So these had persisted for quite some time, but the level of what we have experienced in the last 2 months, it's so much alarming.
Right.
When we took over our administration in 2023 of May, 17 local governments in the entire state were in the front lines of attacks. And all the attacks were led by the herders, the armed herders. We fought quite hard to bring the numbers of the local government in the front lines down from 17 to 9 local governments. And we kept on the struggle and the fight, then to have every part of it cleared from the state. Unfortunately for us, the last 2 months had been very disastrous. From the axis of Sankara includes 3 local governments, Katsina Ala, Uko, and Logo, and they share border with Guma local government by this axis coming down this way towards Makurdi. The attacks now shifted.
So that's Alia, the governor of Benue. So what did I do? I went on to ask Grok to help me timeline. He put it like in the timeline, the series of Fulani terrorist attacks in Benue State. And on the screen is what I got. Verified, fact-checked, almost fact-checked, because the figures brandished could be like ×2 or 3 of the actual victims. So now let me read them out to you, so you can have a clue of the atrocities since Tinubu took power in Nigeria. The Fulani terrorists, they have carried out more than 30 attacks between 2023 and 2025. The style adopted by Tinubu and his gang is to pretend that it is not happening. And whenever there are uproars like this, then to pretend that they are doing something about it. While at the same time, whenever they gather themselves anywhere, they give themselves awards, you know, they give themselves accolades of how they have now kept you safe, while more and more people are being killed or led to IDP camps. Reality. Now let's start from between April 5th and April 6th. Umogidi in Otrupo. So from the record, at least 46 people were killed in an attack on a rural village. Many others reported missing, suggesting the toll could be higher. The attack was attributed to Fulani terrorists and ongoing, indigenous people and these Fulani terrorists, what they call clashes. So I'm actually using my own words there now, okay? So additional reports confirms 28 corpses were recovered, with several others injured in the Ungbam community, Guma local government area, during a related attack around the same period. This was in April 2023. In that same April, Easter period, multiple communities, 56 people were reportedly killed by Fulani terrorists in Benue, right? Around Easter. This was on the Easter, you remember that Easter attack in 2023? Now let's go to between January and December 2023, right? The Catholic Diocese of Makurdi and other Benue areas. So they had 119 attacks in 2023 alone. Benue State experienced 119 attacks from the Fulani terrorists across the Catholic Diocese of Makurdi and other parts of Benue State. At least 414 people were killed. Multiply that by 3, by the way. So with over 100 others wounded, raped, or kidnapped. So they said the attacks targeted predominantly Christian farming communities. Right? So then between, again, another 50 communities in Benue State. This is like using, after using, demography of people, then you use the areas as well, you know what I mean? And then you go, that means you begin to pick communities as well, right? So they said between January 2023 and February 2024, 50 communities experienced endless attacks that recorded over 2,900 people killed. Think about that. Human beings, mostly women and children. So they say 18 out of Benue's 23 local government areas faced ongoing security threats from Fulani terrorists. By March 2023, 489,245,500 internally displaced persons were housed in camps and host communities. Now, this is not just about the people being killed now. They are being displaced, and tens, hundreds of thousands of people from Benue State. All this data are from Benue State alone. No. I'm not talking about Plateau yet or going to other places. So just Benue State alone, right? In 1 year, they displaced nearly 500,000 people from their homes. Now, here in February 2024, again, another community called Ugboju community. They said 15 people were killed by Fulani terrorists, right? So then in 2025, this 2025, you have the Bagri axis, Okum local government area, and Logo local government area that between April 17th and 19th this year, 2025. They said over 65 residents killed in coordinated attacks by suspected Fulani terrorists. The attack began in Bagri, Okum local government area and continued for 3 days with simultaneous strikes in Logo local government area. So they said the death toll is pretty much higher, but this is just giving conservative a figure, right? So another 56 people were killed in Logo and Bagri communities, with the attack occurring on Thursday night, April 17, around 9 p.m. 12 additional deaths were reported in Logo during a simultaneous attack. Between May 24 and 26 this year, You have the areas like Yolala or Yolaha, Seumbiam, Ahume, and Aundona villages in Guar local government area. 42 people killed. Right? Now, the list continue. This was what do you call it? This was between, sorry, in fact, I'll take that again. There were others before that. So between May 1st and the 10th of May, 2025, Guma, Logo, Okum, and Kwande local government areas. So the following happened. 23 people killed in coordinated attacks across 4 local government areas. Specific breakdowns include 9 deaths in Logo, 8 in Okum, Jotar town, and 3 each in Guma and Kwande. The attacks were attributed to Fulani terrorists. So total death from April 1st to May 6th, 2025 gives 134 people killed across multiple local government areas, including Gwar East, Otrukpo, Apa, and Makodi. So now, to that May 23rd to 26th, the Gwar, where they killed between 42 and 44 people, right? So there's 10 deaths reported in Yolaha and Seumbiam on Saturday, and between 32 and 34 in Ahume and Aundona, on Sunday. A Catholic priest was shot and critically injured. This was May this year. Now June, on the 1st of June, this June, in Gwar West and Apa local government areas, at least 43 Christians killed in attacks on Answam, near Nakatown, and Edeku and Pali in Apa. So the attackers again were reported as Fulani terrorists. So then another earlier attacks in Gwar West that week contributed to a total of 85 Christian deaths in Benue over 7 days. So on the 3rd of June, Gwar West and Apa local government area again, 20 people, at least 20 people killed in simultaneous attack, with 12 in Apa and 10 in Gwar West. Local reports suggested the total could exceed 30. Now between June 11th and 12th, Makodi local government area, all this name, man. Sevunem, and Akodu York, which is North Bank, right? So several people killed and scores injured in attacks by armed terrorists on Wednesday night. Exact casualties were not specified. Between the 13th and 14th of June, Yelewata, Guma local government area. So it is now being debated that those killed is between 100 and 200. The eyewitnesses have said that there are more than 400 people killed. Some of the bodies are still being picked up from the forest, right? So that's the latest, Fulani militias or Fulani jihadists. So Amnesty International reported 100 deaths, and other sources reported more than that, right? So you see all these, it's a note of limitation. I don't know if you need to read this, but don't worry. Let's go to total casualties estimated. They said in 2023 alone, at least between 900 and 1,300 deaths, human beings, between 900 and 1,300 human beings killed in 2023, the first year of Tifnumbu, or half year of Tifnumbu. In 2024, it is reported that it's a part of the 2,600 deaths reported from January 2023 to February 2024. So specific 2024 incidents like Ugboju, Kwande. The exact figure for 2024 is not known, but the conservative figure given based on this data is that at least by then in 2024, over 2,100 or so people are killed too. In 2025, it is clearly stated that in this 2025 alone, between January and June, it is estimated that between 450 and 600 people have been killed in Benue State alone. So overall, it is estimated that plus or minus, with the available data being conservative about it, right? At least 4,917 people can be confirmed to have been killed in Benue State alone between 2023 and 2025. So what in hell would you say Tinubu is coming to tell the people of Benue tomorrow, when the same criminals are in bed with the terrorists responsible for all these killings? They are coming to Benue to tell you that you need to learn how to live peacefully with these attackers. They are not coming to treat them as terrorists per se, because people believe that they do not want to offend them. So since they won't treat them as terrorists, they are treating them as stakeholders. Can you believe that? Stakeholders. A woman lost 5 of her own children, 5 children and a mom, right? She barely escaped death. Another man lost, according to him, over 8 members of his own family. We've had people who have said that they lost over 20 members of their family, right? But somehow, you know, those who are killing them, they are partners or stakeholders. Can you say that to this guy?
People, my family members, they died in this house, 11, and some died in the other store, 8. Some died here. My whole family members that died yesterday, day before yesterday, on that very day, there were 20. That is my own family members. I'm not talking about any other thing. That is my own family members. This is my store. Those shops are my stores. Those places are being burned.
This work.
Those places, this place is being burned. Here and up, my house is up there. That place also is burned. And the store where I pack my goods, I store my goods everywhere, has burned. They burned my clothes, they burned everything, they burned our food, all my family members. What we came out with is our clothes, what we wear. And I, standing here, this is what I came out with. And this is the only thing that I have. There's no anything with me.
Can you recount the incident as it happened that particular day? Tell us what happened. What did you hear? What did you see?
On that very day, rain started in the evening. So we entered, I slept there. So I was sleeping around 10:20. We had gunshot at back there. So before we could notice that something is happened, Fulani men, they entered this place.
How are you sure they are Fulani men?
Because they were speaking and I was inside the room and I heard them clearly. Not somebody told me. I was inside the room there and they surrounded that room. I escaped narrowly. My brothers born in this house. Some escaped. My dad born in this house.
That's an eyewitness. Somebody who survived the carnage, you know? But nobody is listening to him. Doesn't seem that anybody really cares that they want to hear him out, you know? And there are many like that. So all the death I listed earlier, if you come to think of it, they also have families that if you ask the government, what have they done to help those families? Nothing. Just this same show off. And then they said, even Alia said, it won't support self-defense.
I should carry. And I think that would make some very good common sense. But where you have people who just decide to wake up because of sentiments and emotions that are attached, to what is happening with us and within us, I think we'll be rendering ourselves even more vulnerable. So I wouldn't advocate for self-defense. I would encourage us all to keep calling for community policing because it's the only way, it's the only people from within the state and the local government who would understand what is going on with them. I just come to think of it, before now, here in the States,
that's their guy. It's not in support of self-defense. That those of you who are talking about self-defense, you are just being emotional. And being emotional, you know, it's not going to resolve it. So I will keep promoting state police. You know why these people can't be trusted, right? And somehow people need to understand that they are not holding these guys responsible. Like you are not keeping malice enough with them that you want them to pay for their, you know, for their crimes against you, because all of these are crimes. Do you remember that as part of Tinubu's achievement is that Tinubu has given the go-ahead that they should go and start state police? How far with that so far? They told you then that Tinubu was going, or he actually announced it, to combat this act of Fulani terrorism, to placate them. Tinubu established livestock ministry for these terrorists. He gave them a minister. Correct. I mean, just a few days ago, we heard that he gave 80 billion naira, 85 billion to Gombe State to build Ruga for these Fulanis. Tinubu promised them that he will ensure that he build them their ranch, they call it ranches now. All of this, so in the last, what do you call it? In the last, let's say 1 year. So how far with that? How much difference did those ones make? Where is the state police? Where is the forest guard? Where is this local government autonomy? All these things exist on paper as Tinubu's achievements, but on ground, they don't exist. It is the same way when Tinubu had to say they should revert back to the last order he gave to the service chiefs to go to Benue State, which means nobody probably really obeys him. So the bottom line there now is that politicians, as they are known, all talks, no action, makes this a perfect example too. They don't want people to defend themselves so that you don't misbehave, because they know if you are allowed to hold your own space and confront these terrorists, there is a chance that they will be wiped off once and for all. And once they are gone, then you will realize that the real terrorists are not those guys who are wielding guns, kidnapping Nigerians, raping Nigerians, are doing all that stuff, right? Showing it off on social media, on TikTok. The real terrorists are these guys who are driving about in long convoys. They are calling themselves, excellencies. They're calling themselves distinguished or honorables. These are the real ones. So you are likely going to turn the guns on them, which rightly so won't be a bad idea at that time. So that's why they will tell you that, they've disarmed you. Let it remain so. Any effort to try to put guns in your hands, right, could actually spell their own doom. But last, can't be less than everybody could get killed in this process. Deceiving the people that you are doing everything to help them when you know you're actually not doing anything to help them. Rather, you are doing everything to placate the terrorists. I mean, a lot of you have heard this now, Abi. Should be you hear them all the time. I'm talking about repentant this, repentant that. This amount of money is spent on this, on that for this terrorist. I have never seen any state that comes out. I'm talking about this state where the terrorists have been wreaking havoc, right? If you have seen one, please tell me. I have not seen any model states from Niger to Benue to Plateau to Sokoto to all these areas, right? I include all these middle belts as well, because these are the areas where you have sizable number of people who have become displaced in Nigeria, in their millions. So I've not seen a single state in northern part of Nigeria that build any model settlement for the internally displaced people, the refugees in Nigeria. Baba, do you see how many rockets they have fired? They are fired between Iran and Israel. They said like about 30, how many people don't die for Israel? Despite all those rockets. Now in Iran, maybe about 240 or 250 people killed already in Iran. You see that number between that two countries firing Nigeria, and the whole world believes that Israel and Iran, they are fighting. They are fighting war. Abi? The criminals in Nigeria are telling you that Nigeria is not at war. Between January, in fact, in this June alone, okay, we have already recorded more than 300 people killed in June alone. And you are not fighting war. You have no idea the number of people displaced, Abi. But I have heard again and again and again how the northern criminal politicians, your governors and the rest of them, they are churning out billions upon billions after billions to placate the terrorists. They are rehabilitating them. They want to open school for some of them. You see these ones that met the military yesterday. These ones, they are Adualeru's terror group. This was how they were all holding their guns in the presence of the Nigerian army that declared them wanted, right? Today, Katsina state government is planning to spend billions of naira to set up schools for them once they have repented. I have never seen anywhere they will say, in Sokoto, in Borno state, okay, I think Borno state is probably like a good example. I take that back though. You know, as much as I know that guy is also a con man, so to say, but let's give that to him. Because I have seen settlement built. I have seen them give food there, right? Okay, which is good. Now, you see them spend billions. When you accumulate all of that money together, right? When you put them together, you realize that they spend hundreds of billions trying to placate terrorists than they are doing to rehabilitate their victims in Nigeria. So Koolu is coming to Benue State tomorrow. I want to see what you in Benue actually feels about that. You hear what I mean? So I will take a short break. That's part of me testing this. And I'm also on TikTok, by the way. So I'll take a short break and I will be back maybe in another 2 minutes, okay? Just let's run in this, right? I'll be right back.
Godfatherism, kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Maiyegun Diary. Ẹ farabalẹ̀ ṣẹ́ o, kẹ́gbọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu. Àní Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Maiyegun Diary. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Lórí Facebook. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Lórí YouTube. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọba bá gbé wúrẹ́. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Ijó ìgbádìyẹ. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Presido bá rúfin o. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Gómìnà kówó jẹ. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. ọlọ́pàá tí ń darí bá ayé ẹ̀sùn láì aṣòfin tí ń rúfin òwò ayé ẹ̀sùn láì.
Thank you very much. Yeah, my line is opened. That's the deal, right? The deal is that, it's going to be our open mic, meaning you have a shot at adding your own contribution. And thank you very much, Adams, Anisha. 15 people killed in Israel, 200 and what killed in Iran. So the context here is just to let you know that as much as everybody knows that they are at war, right? Nigeria, the criminals in Nigeria want us to believe that Nigeria is not at war. It's just some people who are just misbehaving, this and that. And they are placating the people who are misbehaving. Do you get that now? So Nigeria is at war. Nigerians should be told that they are at war. What is wrong in telling them the truth? You get what I mean now? There's nothing wrong in telling them the truth and say, well, you know what? Una deal at war. I mean, everybody defend themselves, so the Nigerian army can't do it anymore. There's no shame in asking for help, is there? There shouldn't be, There shouldn't be any shame in that, right? Give me a sec. Here is a soldier, though, telling us how their own soldiering is no longer, their own soldier is no longer soldiering because they have become so compromised that you see all this ethnic, tribal, religious, this and that stuff that permits the entire space of Nigeria, what have you, right? Also exists in what is supposed to be one of the most professional jobs in the world, is soldier, the army, right? Now listen to this soldier.
Good afternoon, gentlemen. Please don't you ever argue with a Boki soldier on rifle. No talks, I no tell you. If you want to argue with a Boki soldier on rifle, do that at your own risk. What do I say? Do it at your own risk. Do not involve me. Two soldiers were caught up in an argument. One is a Boki soldier. One now from Middle Belt. They were still on this argument too. All of us were there. As uniform work being, I watch my back, I watch yours. I feel say they could just argue and keep silent. Shortly, waiting I hear now one kind loud voice. Wallahi tallahi, if you talk to me again, I go fire you wallahi. Damboro banka, kutuma boro ubanshi. Oh boy. That's how I turn look them. I see say man, water don't pass Gary. Now so the other soldier, he say they joke. I go tell and so yeah, make it fire now. A Boki soldier say na commander voice here for battlefield as he say make it fire. The next thing we hear na oh boy, you don't spray my guy you. As I talk to you like this, the other soldier dead body they there. Allegedly you before CDS go say make I come explain where it happened. But argue at your own risk. Allegedly
It's been kind of like giving people a bit of a backstory of what it is like to be a soldier in that Nigeria. Anyway, that's oh, hang on, I've got something changed over there. Please bear with me. So I want to quickly say a quick shout out to those of you who are watching from TikTok. Sorry that I couldn't see your comment directly on the screen, but at least Lady Roach, Rachel. So thank you. So remember, right? The line is opened for another hour, so to say. So for another hour, give me a sec.
Vice President Kashim Shettima, in your address.
That's the next thing we want to talk about. Everything seems to be going on smoothly for Tifnumbu. Enough that for those who can see through, right, is fear. It seems that everything is going on fine for Koolu. He's a Mr. Strategist. He had his way around, power. Now that he controls the entire levels of power, he is even being touted to have no rival or opposition, that by the time you get to 2027, there will likely be nobody to challenge him. Because, as it appeared, APC, Egbekebe, is the only ship available for anyone who wants to save his own political career. Do not try to challenge Tinubu politically. It will crush you, is what they are saying. As much as Tinubu is failing so woefully, right, so terribly in administering or governing Nigeria, they call him Mr. Strategist when it comes to political days. PDP is already like drowning. Labour Party is already in tatters. And so many others who don't really have this national clout. So everybody seems to be in disarray. And Tinubu recently even bragged and said he enjoys watching these guys in disarray. But it seems like that this disarray is going global, or maybe going federal, going national. 2 days ago, they nearly killed Gandola in Gombe. And why? Okay, they organized what they call the Northeast PDP caucus something. I'm sorry, APC caucus something rather. Why am I mixing them? But they are not much difference anyway. So APC caucus says something in order to endorse Tinubu for second term. Listen, if you are somebody who is politically smart, you will understand that the way Tinubu and everybody around him moves, Tinubu is surrounded by sycophants. He loves it. They know that he loved it. He loves it, so they do it to him, on steroid. And he himself is like, as long as you can have your own court, you will do what you have to do your part and all that stuff. Sure you get. But there is a palpable fear and worry that you can smell or even feel in the camp of Tinubu. The desperation is not somebody, it's not looking like somebody who is in charge. You get what I mean? Like in charge, who doesn't have to worry. Like if you have to consider this imbalance or this wahala in other political parties, right? So you can say Tinubu has nothing to worry about because in his own political party, it is almost like every day, everywhere they gathered, they want to endorse Tinubu, and it is beginning to look like they are deceiving him. Do you understand? So there is an impression in the northern part of Nigeria that Shettima adds no real value to Tinubu. For real. They said he adds no value to him. So Tinubu should look for another person, a replacement. So they are not looking for a replacement. Others are saying that Gandola wants to make himself the replacement to Tinubu. So, despite the fact that some believes that it is Tinubu Shettima's ticket, it's one ticket. If you endorse Tinubu, you're also endorsing a Shettima. But others are like, don't think we are stupid. We want them to say it in the open because we know what they are saying behind the scene. So when they are doing this, their endorsement of Tinubu, they insisted that they must say Tinubu Shettima. They said Tinubu of a Gandola si Gombe join 3 days ago. And I thought they prepared for 8 days Fidel prayer for Shettima. For Gandola. So the politics is now so obvious that there is actually a movement to get rid of Shettima. And to them, fine, do it. Scatter everything. But that's not how the guy who happened to be their own deputy national chairman from this same Northeast said, well, there's some certain things that we must be very, very clear of, right? The ticket is Tinubu's. It was after Tinubu got the party nomination and became the party candidate, that he chose a deputy or vice. And that's exactly what will happen again. I write in a very clear term. Listen.
Vice President Kashim Shettima, in your address yesterday.
Yeah, thank you very much. First of all, I want to correct this narrative that we didn't mention Kashim Shettima. And what I read was a communique that was agreed between all the stakeholders of various states in the Northeast. And that communique was even developed with everybody, including the delegates, some of the delegates and the leadership of the party in Borno State. And what was agreed was we will mention Kashim Shettima as our son and express our support and confidence in him. And the endorsement will be done only to Aswaju because it's one ticket. You know, maybe people don't understand how the party runs. We don't have a ticket for vice president at the party level. It's only one ticket, that's the presidential ticket. When he becomes a candidate, that's when vice president comes into the picture. Normally, there's no primary elections for vice president. It's a joint ticket, just one ticket. So because of that, we felt we can eulogize our son and show support for him, but the endorsement should be for Aswaju because being vice president is the prerogative of the president himself. So we don't think it's right for us to superimpose and begin to make an issue out of it. Because in the first place, the first time he picked, he was the one that picked him without any endorsement from any part of the country, let alone the Northeast. So that was the reason why the communique read that Kashim is our son. We are very proud of him and we stand by him. My speech is there. People recorded it 100%, so you can look into it. And that we are endorsing Aswaju for a second term. And the same thing with the speech by the governor of Yobe. And also the same at the end of the speech, the governor of Gombe also read the same endorsement. So I think there was a misconception and the ill narrative that was put out regarding what occurred on Sunday.
Reason for the tension. Why was there so much rancor yesterday? We've seen the videos flying around.
Yeah. So yes, there are two possible narratives here. One is that there's a possibility that there's some group of people or some part of this are feeling insecure, given maybe due to factors unknown to us. That's why.
New Sans Lele. Sorry. So we should be honest. One sec. But anyway, whether they are just some unknown people that wanted to kill Gandola and their faces and everyone shows up in that video, time will tell. So we shall see how they handle that. But if anybody tells you that they have it all figured, they are lying to you, Neil. Except if you are just a political novice, somebody that can easily be kind of like swayed by, by this guy, by this guy's deceit. What I smell is Tinubu panicking. Despite being in control, having all it takes, but at the same time, those who are threatening him, telling him that they will remove him in 2027, he knows the role they played in helping to at least reduce or possibly remove any reactions from the people that could have reacted to this rigging, this illegitimate regime of Tinubu. So now he can't really do. Number one, we don't even know if he has anything in him you can do. But let's assume that it does have something inside him. It can't even do that. It can't even say their names. So that gives you or tells you everything you need to know. He's your president. He can write himself the result and the rest. It's more or less like just the figment of you and I's imagination. Like it is not going to just be pushed like that. You know? But time will tell. So the number to call is on your screen, and that is a +44 7069 232 321. Did I get that? All right. So you tell me, what do you think about this, this texture, or should I say this screen? Because I am trying to work out all these new softwares and I want to be sure that it is indeed doing the job. So the number to call is right there on that screen, the one that is scrolling underneath here, this broadcast. I don't know it offhand, all right? So I'll wait for it comes on, okay? So if you're calling from outside the UK, just type +44 069 22 then 321. It's right here on the screen. So use that. And thank you. Let me quickly get that up for us. We've not had a chance of calling in a while, So we might be able to probably use that today, if you're up for it. So I saw this guy react to the Benue massacre, the ongoing Benue massacre, because a lot of people have been reacting, by the way, right? And that is lled. Have you seen this?
I'm here to talk about Benue killing. I saw the post last night. I was like, what's this? I was touched. I see some small children. I was like, what's this? I was like, what is this? And some people think that some people want me to just come online, just to come and talking, be ranting, blah, blah, blah. No, I will not do that. I have my phone. I have to pick up my phone and call who I know. People that I know that I can talk to, that will do the needful, which is I did, and they listen. And some people that went to Benue, they will come and make a video that people to see that this is what happened in Benue. We thank you very much. And all the just thank you, and all the youth thank you very much, very much, thank you. And I know that Mr. President, by today, tomorrow, hopefully Wednesday, Mr. President, they will visit Benue. 100% sure, very sure, they will visit Benue. And they will do the needful. They will take more action. For the fact that you are not happy, I'm not happy. All these situations that happen with Benue people will never be our family portion in Jesus' name. And this family that this thing happened to, this kind of thing will never come back to them again and again in Jesus' name. Sorry for my bad English. This is the way. Even as I'm talking like this, I'm in Abuja.
lled. I have somebody on the line though. Hello.
Hello, Maiyegun.
Hello, sir. Sir. Elder Theo. Is that you, sir?
That is me. That is me, the one and only.
Good morning, sir. How are you?
How are you doing? I'm fine, thank you. Fine, thank you.
I'm very well as well.
Maiyegun, I want to commend you for a job well done.
Thank you.
All your efforts and your ups and downs will not go in vain. And you will live to eat the fruit of your labor.
Amen. Oh, amen. Oh.
Yorùbá ní ọwọ́ tó bá ṣẹ́gun sí ló máa ń jẹ.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni bàbá.
Ògòdè ẹ̀mí pin kò ní jẹ́ ìpín o.
Sure, bàbá. Sure.
How's your family doing?
Bàbá, we are well, surviving. Thank you so much.
I know.
And yourself, how is work and everyone?
We are here doing it American way.
Just same old. That's what Scots will say. Oh, same old.
Same old. The only problem we are having is we cannot travel to that country that we call our own. We can't. And we are getting tired of that country. Maiyegun. Look at this, what they call him, lled or whatever he call himself.
President Louis.
I'm so sorry to say that boy has nothing upstairs.
I don't think he would dispute that himself.
I'm asking him why Abuja, why not go to Benue as FDM has done? And to tell you that, look at what he's saying. Oh, I'm very sure, but between now and Wednesday, very sure. And his friend Papa came out to say that, oh, by Wednesday I will visit Benue. Imagine if they are doing the right thing, Maiyegun. Why would they need all these stupid things? This person is moving from PDP to APC. Why all this endorsement? Why would they need? Why would they need endorsement?
Person will steal goods from the market, right? And every now and then, that the people, or let me say the owner of the goat or whatever you, looks at him, he will be thinking, oh, maybe they found out, they've discovered that I have done this or that. People do the same thing again and again, expect a different result.
No, it can never be done. Maiyegun, people like me and other of my friends over here in America, we are getting tired of that country. We are even getting tired of helping people. You see, it's getting to a level that we will all be tired to even help people over there. Because
it has got
sometimes
to some level now.
Yeah, because when we look at the situation, these people will cry, blah, 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 blah. And before you know it, come 2027 or any local government election, whatever, you'll see them going there again, queuing, voting for these people. We are getting tired. We are getting tired. I hope one day everything will just blow up, and we'll start picking. We'll pick it from the pieces.
From wherever exactly.
Yeah. So I just have to commend you. Like I said, you are doing a good job, and that's your studio is looking so good.
Do you like the graphic? Do you like?
I do. I love it, Maiyegun. I love it.
I'm trying to see what it looks like on TV. Because I've got a bigger screen there,
Yes.
So I'm trying to see what it looks like, but it seems still all right.
Yeah, it's looking so
we
good.
usually have problem with that sound. Maiyegun day in the background before that I had to stop it entirely. Remember? Do you remember? Oh, I think I have lost Elder Theo. Are you still there? No, you're still there. But it seems that you have muted. Okay, I'll tell you. You check the microphone on your screen. You've muted.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Oh,
I said,
yeah.
do you remember that time that we used to have problem with that background
with
sound?
the Maiyegun today, something like that.
Like we'll be going up, down. It was so bad. Some people didn't have problem with that, but it was so bad that we had to stop it.
Okay.
You remember?
Okay.
So now, with this particular one, it seems to be working fine.
Yeah, it's working fine. It's working really
That's a good plus. It means we can have background music. I can begin to have some of this, because people do make music for me about Maiyegun Diary Political. I'll begin to bring them now. Add them and mix up in the background. Elder Theo.
Yeah, my brother. I'm white. Yeah. Keep it up.
Get a nice day. Bless you, sir.
And you too.
Yes, sir. So I have another caller on the line for today. Hello there.
Hello.
Hello, sir. How are you?
Mr. Maiyegun.
Sir?
I'm very, very fine. Thank you for all you do.
Thank you so much.
God bless you for, you're not tribalistic. You see the truth, how it is. And I'm someone who is very, very straight. I will not mention my name, but
that's fine.
We are watching.
Oh, go on.
We from the southeast, we are watching.
Yes.
You know, the hatred, how they treat us, we are watching. Like the Fulanis, they claim that they have the Igbos all over, you know, all over the north, that they are living peacefully. But show me when we've gone to their homes to attack, to kill, to maybe commit all sort of atrocity.
There's no
just show me one.
No.
Show me one. Every day we sleep, we wake up, they slaughter our mothers, they slaughter our fathers, they rape our mothers. We are watching.
Even children are not spared.
No matter how, no matter how long this evil will last, a day of reckoning will come. We will rise, because we never raised our kids with hatred.
No.
Because these people, no matter how you try to force this contraption, no matter how you try to make it look, we treat them with so much love. Even the abokis that come here, the ones that, these shoe cobblers, we know how we treat them. The suya sellers,
even the traders everywhere.
We know how
there are legit people doing legit businesses. So whenever we now call out these murderous terrorists, we expect everybody to be on the same page and say, you know what, even if I am a Yoruba man and the Yorubas are doing this kind of a thing, I should stand on the side of the people and reject these terrorists that they do not represent us. Now, that's a problem for so many people. They are so hypocrite that, Baba, when these killings happen, they will just keep quiet.
Have you seen the quietness of the northern bloggers? All of a sudden, they are quiet over
They are quiet now.
There's no noise. Everywhere is quiet. They no longer know how to use their phones to cook. Can you just see?
To cook all their propaganda, divisive propagandas.
I don't want to over-exaggerate, because every day I wake up with so much pain. When I see kids, I have kids. I know what it means seeing them every day when they wake up, and when I see how traumatized. Imagine someone losing over 20 family members a day.
Not in an accident,
right?
Not that they travel to Afghanistan or Syria. They are in their community. They are sleeping in their homes. They are not fighting anybody. They call it clashes. They call it farmers others clashes. How disingenuous, how dishonest can people be, right? If your government says we are going to go after the people who committed this, but they are saying they are clashes, how can two groups clash and only one side they carry dead body? The other side, there is no single anything. So how can you now call that clash? And you call the terrorists and the indigenous people stakeholders to sit together and find peace.
The government is aware. Islam is also aware of what is happening. Only one section of this country supports Iran that has been terrorizing part of the world. Only one section of this country. But we won't say anything. We'll be watching. We are watching. But a day will come, we will act. A day will come, we will act. Thank you very much.
Thank you so
much.
And
continue staying neutral.
Yes, sir. Stay safe.
God will always bless you.
Amen. And you too.
Thank you.
Bless you, Baba. Stay safe, eh? Thank you so much. So the line is opened, all right? The number to call is right here on the screen. Please save it and call it. I have another caller. Hello there.
Hello, Maiyegun.
Hello, sir. How are you?
What's going on, Maiyegun? It's nice to talk to you again.
It's a pleasure to hear from you too. How you doing?
That's the best place. Everybody get their best news.
Bless you, Baba. And thank you so much for at least acknowledging that. No, many people, they say you try. You know, these days, people will say, who sent you? Send you. So when people say, Baba, you try, well done, you try. It's a reality. So thank you.
Yeah, it's a sad one that we just
Thanks,
keep.
man. Thank you, sir.
This whole thing keep rolling over and over again. There's a time I called, I said, this thing will still happen again.
You did.
This same thing that happened in Benue is still going to happen again, and nothing is going to be done about it. The war going on between Israel and Iran. Do you know even the Israelis, with all their might, they can't even contain Iran. They had to seek the help of the Americans, seek the help from the UK, from France, and all of that to be able to go against. I'm not in support of the war, I'm not in support of Israel, whatever it is they are doing. It's their problem. Let them deal with their thing. I'm African. I want to deal with my own people. You understand? So back in the 80s, when the Russians and Americans they had some fight, the Americans had to use the Mujahideen in Afghanistan to fight the Russians.
That's right.
Now, we now have a country that have terrorists within its own coffers, and they can't fish those terrorists out.
Like that level of compromise, Baba. That level of
obviously, we all know.
Man.
We all know that it's not that we have people, we know who these people are. And they are just simply the Fulanis. I want to say the Northerners.
Like, say it exactly. That's why I keep saying.
Whole lot of people.
I won't come here. For example, Baba, right? For example, if everybody who has been following me paid attention very well, you will see that when I say Fulani, I always add the terrorists to it. Because we know them. Because before these guys, we've had Fulanis in Nigeria, Baba. When I was growing up, Fulanis were not seen as a threat. So what changed?
At all.
So that's why when I now say Fulani terrorist, if you're a Fulani man and you're offended, that means you are a terror enabler.
Absolutely. Do you know none of the governors said a thing about what is going on now? None of the
You're supposed to condemn them. If they are Yoruba terrorists, I will call them Yoruba terrorists. If they are Igbo terrorists, I will call them Igbo terrorists. No?
Maiyegun, do you know forever, everybody have been condemning what is going on. It's not about condemning now. Everybody come out, we condemn. What exactly are you doing after condemning what is going on?
Exactly. What are you doing about it?
Only condemn. No, condemn, and nothing is going on. Obviously, they'll come out and just come out in such a way, just to save face in such a way that
just to make it look like we are doing something. Baba, I have listened. Have you joined in time when I was reading out all the attacks since 2023?
I can't even listen to it. I heard everything.
Those were Baba, in a single year, 114 attacks in 1 year alone. In one state.
You are counting 5,000. Me, 50,000 is what I counted.
Baba,
you counted 5,000. Me, I counted 50,000.
Human beings, though.
Because these are figures. These are figures. You just say, okay, I think if it's 1,000, let me make it 5. No, I make it times 10. I make it times 10.
Nigeria don't even understand what a 10,000 mean. Do you know there are some stadiums, football stadiums in this? There are some football stadiums in the UK here.
On that part. People that are just traveling on that part. Kidnap everybody or kill everybody. Those figures are not there.
I know. But I'm even saying that do Nigeria even understand numbers? That you see, there are some sporting football stadiums in the UK here. The entire capacity of the entire stadium no past 10,000 though. And
just look at that,
Baba, to fill that community with 10,000 people in that stadium.
It's a lot.
Now imagine a community in Nigeria and they put all of them. They say they don't kill over 10,000 people. Is that not like wiping off entire community in some places in the world? Just enter this place, wipe them off, and they don't exist anymore.
I've been to Benue. I've been to Jos. These places are, we know who the people that are actually in this place. Obviously they're Christians. So there's a systematically, or there's a system in which they are using to eliminate these people. And
that's right.
We all know it's coming down to the south. In fact, it's already in the south. It is coming down to the south. Now look at these religious leaders. You know, Abioye never said a word about this whole thing that is going on. They never said one thing about what is going on.
Does it not look like... Rather than say something... You see, Baba, this is not even about just saying something. You know, if it's about saying something, everybody's saying something. It is about what you say. Do you understand now? For example, right, if the religious body, for example, the Christian body in Nigeria, who have actually suffered greatly in the hands of these terrorists, if we have to be honest, right? Let's assume that Adeboye is bold enough to call out the Fulani terrorists. Call out those who are their leaders and all that in government. Like, call them their name. The Fulani terrorists killing our people. Call it what it is. And people begin to say that, right? That alone will first kill the fear of what are they going to... Would they be offended if we call them this? Will some people be offended? First kill that fear and possibly kill this terrorism.
They are eating on the same table. They are all eating on the same table.
They want people to pray.
We know the gimmicks. They know. Another thing I'm trying to say, there's this day. Okay, you said something yesterday. You were saying something about, you read a passage in the Bible where you said, prayer without works is dead.
Yes.
I don't know. Ishe Adeboye and the rest, do they still understand that portion of the Bible?
Baba,
that people have to go to war to get certain results.
You get?
Doesn't have to be prayer. In fact, the atheists, they don't pray. And they get even results more than the people that even pray.
You get? You know, it's crazy, right? It's crazy, okay? Israel and Iran, they are shooting at themselves right now, all right? Yes. They are not gathered around Jerusalem or be any mountain or anything anywhere, because now in Nigeria, the criminals in Nigeria are telling Nigerians to pray in the name of God of Israel.
Oh my God.
In order to combat Fulani terrorists, Boko Haram terrorists, and Tinubu's gang.
Oh my God.
How does that work? How?
It's not going to work. We all know. There was this day you talked about this stupid Gandor. This Gandor that moved from PDP to APC.
Gandor.
You know, idiot came up with some numbers. He said, is it Elshun or Abi by he talked about one state in the south and one state in the north. He said they were initially earning, the federal government were giving them 3 billion.
Now they are earning 16 billion.
Now they are now earning, is it 8 billion or 16 billion?
Okay.
Did you ask, please, just to tell you the worst of the Yorubas, that the people that were seeing
that are now represented
everywhere.
No, it's actually the worst of everywhere. No, but Yorubas, it is so disappointing. Adults, they do us. Don't get me wrong, go. Don't get me wrong, go. Right? You know, sometimes I am feeling like we are making discoveries. And we are getting this, like it's shocking us when we are seeing how adults are behaving.
And it's interesting.
Right? Like you are beginning to say, Omo, is it that we are now like matured enough to understand these people better? That we are no longer... I don't know. I feel like that. I do ask myself, like, is this adulthood?
Obama said something some few months ago. He said, look, all these huge people, all these big boys that you're seeing around, they are not big. He said, sit down with that one-on-one.
You get it?
You sit down, you just realize this world as empty as a dog. He said, they are empty as a dog.
So that means I'm not alone. I've thought of this many times.
You're not alone.
I've actually felt like, wait, usually I say, I've discovered that the worst of Yoruba land are the ones who are representing Yoruba land. And I know it's not limited to Yoruba land. It's everywhere. You need to see them from the northeast, northwest, even this north central and the rest, right? Southeast of Nigeria, south, all these places, right? The worst of the worst. You will see them there.
I feel so ashamed.
You get to the point that if you manage to see one that is doing at least 10% of what is expected of them, they are celebrated. I say, thank you.
Oh my God.
Papa, thank you. Because normal, even if you know do nothing if you do. Papa, thank you. This one is a special one. Sure, you get that kind of thing. So,
oh my God.
I mean, it's sad.
It's so sad.
You know?
When you play this idiot, what's this stupid idiot that you, this slave, this Tinubu's son slave. No, this Tinubu son slave, this one you just talked about 3 minutes ago.
Lled, they call him Lled.
Lled. When you hear people like that, and
he's fooling around, he's
not fooling around. We all know that guy is as empty as a drum.
You know.
So when people see people like that, they start looking at, is Yoruba boy. You know, there's the day I called. I said, during Obasanjo, if you remember under Obasanjo, who were the people running our finances in Nigeria? They were the Igbos. Under Jonathan, the Igbos. Under Yaradua, the Igbos. And they handled it perfectly. They were not too perfect. I wouldn't say perfect, but at least to an extent, you can't compare to what
like you could critique. No, you know something.
To what we are getting now.
Like you said, I will use perfect as well, right? But I mean, you could criticize them. You get that now? Like you could easily say
compared to what they have back then, it is way perfect.
You could easily say I'm criticizing them for this. Today, nobody can even see where to even hold Wale Idu and the rest of that, because it is so monumental that by the time you start from 1 second or third, they will gaslight you, blackmail you, threaten you. You will leave it, you drop it. And you are done.
You know, the last thing I was talking about this stupid Gando. When we did the analysis, we realized back then, like a few years ago, how much was dollar? Dollar was about probably 1 and something. Compared to what we're earning now as dollar. What is exchange rate to dollar? So the idiot did not sit down and looked at it. Okay, back then, if they are earning 3 billion, now 3 billion is about, what are we talking about? It's about 9 billion times 3 or times 5 of it. So they're giving them more money now.
They do the math here. They do the layman math here all the time, right? More do it together, all right? Under even this past Bokuwari, Mo use Bokuwari is the one that is close by, all right? Because it's the one that is so under Bokuwari, they said, according to them, inflation was 22%, all right?
Yeah.
Food inflation was 24%, meaning buying a bag of rice for 30,000 naira was so expensive because of inflation.
Yeah.
A local government area, a dollar to naira then officially was a 420 naira to $1. In the black market, it was around 700 naira. Around 600 naira to $1. But let's stick to this, their official one, because that's how they share their money. No be so. So let's say a state that was collecting 2 billion naira under Bokuwari. When you put the value of that 420 naira to $1, so 2 billion is going to be somewhere around 2 billion naira will be somewhere around let's see, 100 and days. So that's going to be like, you know, it's going to be like 1.2 or $2 million. Let's use $2 million. All right.
Okay. Let's use
so now let's say $2 million for 2 billion naira. Then Tinubu came. All right. So the inflation skyrocketed to what it is now. And
what is your best part?
Of course, more money according to them, because now instead of changing $1 for 420 naira, you are changing it for 1,700 naira. See, money no go plenty.
Oh my God.
So money don't plenty now, which means the value of that, your 420 naira, right, has depreciated by 400% because times 4. Now that is times 4. It's depreciated.
You and I did not do accounting in school. We don't know anything about it.
If they can't give you, they collect 2 billion before. They can't give you 10 billion. Maybe they even give you 10 billion. You realize that the value of that, your 10 billion, instead of getting, instead of getting $2 million, right? You're now getting maybe $900,000.
Yes.
But here you are. I know all these figures don't correlate, but the context is what I'm trying to explain. Here you get.
If they're even taking $2 million, like about 3 or 4 years ago, no, then the exchange rate back then compared to the exchange rate back now, it's the same thing they are taking. Or they are even taking
$1 million in 2023 was a 420 million naira. $1 million today is 1.6 billion naira.
Oh my God!
Is that easy? I think that's even easier. Let's use that. And then to go and do comparative analysis after, right? So if you had $1 million, right, in 2023, it was 420 million naira. If you have $1 million today, it is 1.6 billion naira. Now, to you, that's a lot of money. But guess what? 2 years ago, a bag of rice was 27,000 naira, 30,000 naira. Today, a bag of rice is 120,000 naira. What does that tell you? It tells you that your 120,000 naira today is actually a value of 30,000 naira.
God bless you.
Make better sense,
God bless
Abi.
you. God bless you.
No, it makes better sense that way, Abi. So maybe people can then understand that you have a lot of money in your pockets that is so devalued is not a win.
God bless you so much. So Gando, you should know that he's the dumbest Yoruba that is
unfortunate
in front of us. So the best of us were still somewhere looking at them.
I know.
After they destroy themselves, we will show up. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, sir. You have a very wonderful afternoon or morning. Thank you.
Have a good one.
Yes, sir. Bye, sir. So that's quite interesting. You see, we may not be economists and what have you. They may be bombarding you with all these kinds of English. Don't be bamboozled, though. Sure, you get. If the economy is working, now from your pocket you go know. So today, what you used to buy for 100 naira, you are paying 500 naira for it today. So even if they increase your salary from 30,000 naira minimum wage, they increase it to 100,000 naira minimum wage. The value of that 100,000 naira, is not even up to the value of the 30,000 naira overall. So are they doing you a favor or robbing you blind? Here is the caller. Hello.
Hello, good morning, Maiyegun.
Hello, ma. Good morning. How are you?
Yeah, I'm fine. This is Titi Shoyombo from Odogolu. Hello, brother.
Hello, ma. Titi Shoyombo. From the same Shoyombo, Elubata.
Yes. I was supposed to be at the wedding. I felt sick. I couldn't go. I was supposed to meet you there.
Oh,
the wedding.
In Houston, now for Aisha.
Yes.
Oh my! Well, don't worry.
Yes.
I'll probably
I'm
have
so
another
happy
time. I'm going to see you.
I'm so fortunate to get you today.
It is a pleasure.
I'm a fan. I've been a fan for the past 5 years, but I
God bless you, ma.
know yet.
God bless
This is
you.
my first time.
Thank you so
Sir.
much.
Nice talking to you, sir. Yes.
Ma'am. So,
Yes,
you are in Houston, right?
Yes, sir. I'm in Houston.
That's great. So now I know that I've got our Omoyemi in Houston.
We are here. We there here.
It's amazing, man.
I want to be able to show you numbers. We are
Houston.
Yes.
It's a problem,
yes,
right?
Yes,
ma'am.
We there here.
Thank you.
I just want to contribute to what is going on in
that would be
Benue.
amazing, please, ma. Please.
Yeah.
Everybody is so concerned. And no matter how far away we think we are still affected. Please.
Yes. The thing about kò kàn mí, ó sì máa kan, ó máa kan ẹni tó máa kọ, tó máa fi kọ exactly, yeah. So what is going on? Our government, they are just so wicked. They are wicked and mean. I don't know if they don't care about life. That's just it. It's just all about them. It's just all about them and and about their family. If it's not their family, if it's not them, they don't care. No. Whoever that is concerned, they don't want to.
And then sometimes they will pretend that they do, but action speaks louder than words.
Yes.
So it is what you do that matters. It is not what you say. Yes. Unfortunately, it's like Nigerians are just not lucky. Unfortunately.
Yes.
Because see, people will say, look at it this way, Mal. People will say people always choose these bad people. But guess what? You have a system that continues to pop up these bad people. So when they say, oh, yeah, go and do election, and the options before you are this horrible, near horrible, and maybe good, then you realize that people are flocking towards the horrible that has done them so much evil. And they will tell you that with passion, they will hate those who have not done them anything at all. They will say, oh, I fear this one. Oh, it's not different. And they gravitate towards the same people treating them like that. I don't understand, though, honestly.
They are just, there is no other name than wickedness. Wickedness. They are sadists. Our president, our government, they are sadists. They are sadists. They are just, in a situation like this, something happened. Like this, and you guys you are fighting over endorsement or no endorsement. This is crazy. This is crazy. Pretending as if nothing happened. Even if it is bird, even if it is animal, This is still life. Life is life. Life is life. Our government are just weak. I just weak. Just like Omo Koto, I just pray that thunder.
Hey now, thunder, where are you?
Let thunder strike. Where are you?
All of
Let
them.
thunder strike. Yeah, they should pack all of them in a plane. Let the plane crash land. Please, Maiyegun, remind us of that boy. Please.
You want to hear? Okay, don't worry.
All of them.
I know. To kill all of them, and then I put them in one plane so that we can have peace. In our, I'll get him on. I'll get him on.
I watched the video of BDM today. I was crying. I just woke up in the middle of the night. I just don't know why. I just picked up my phone, and that was what came on. I was crying.
Like, did you see those people that were burnt inside those houses?
I saw the kids.
They killed them, right? After killing them, they moved their bodies to those houses and they set them ablaze. Do you know what that means? Like, traditionally, it simply means that we are clearing you from the surface of the earth, right? That your generation or your root, everything will no longer exist. That's the target. Kill them, kill the children, kill their women, kill the pregnant one, kill as many as possible to make sure that that lineage doesn't exist anymore to come back to this place.
It was just too much. It was too much. And we have presidents that pretend as if nothing happened. Celebrating and fighting over endorsement, who to endorse.
Ribadu was still giving him a word.
Thunder will strike all of them.
One by one.
Exactly.
God bless you.
I'll
go and get that video.
We have families in Nigeria.
Yes,
please,
man.
sir. Please.
God bless you.
Let me give other caller a chance. Nice hearing from you.
It's such a pleasure. I will remember, Sister Titi. Let me greet everyone, okay? So I was with Uncle Koolu, right? In that Houston as well at that time. But I look forward to seeing you, by the way, again.
All right, sir. Anytime, sir. Thank you, sir.
Bless you, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. So I have another caller on the line again. Here. Hello.
Maiyegun Baba.
Baba.
Well done, my brother.
Good afternoon. Good morning to you, sir.
Good afternoon. You took me on our way today. I don't know.
I'm so sorry. You see, lately, right, YouTube has been acting funny. And I understand it's almost that time of the year, right? So they always reduce the exposure of this channel, right? So most of you are like the normal, regular viewers. You suddenly won't receive notification. And even if you do receive the notification and you click the link, it will just say that the video doesn't exist or the video has been deleted. Something like that. It's all deliberate. So because of that, I'm like, I can't just come and sit down there and just talk with just 20 people or 30 people. I do enjoy people watch, whether not 10 or 20, but sometimes I need something to motivate me. Meaning, when I turn up, people turn up as well. But yeah. I'll keep trying until I become regular. Promise.
We're always here. We're always here, my brother. We're always here.
Thank you.
Me, I just came in now. Unfortunately, I missed so many parts of the program. But I just came in now. I saw that you're online. I said, let me quickly contribute.
Please, and like talking about, I was giving everybody the timeline of all the attacks in Benue. And from our record, between 2023 and 2025, there has been more than 300 attacks in Benue alone. And then the conservative figure is like 5,000 people killed. But people said the number probably triple that.
I will take time to watch the program later.
Because, bless you, Baba. And these are just those killed under Tifnumbu alone, no? You get that,
my brother? What is happening there? There is one other guy that I called that said these Hausa people, for them, if you say they are terrorists, they're angry. I don't know why. Let's call a spade a spade. How can somebody wake up and take arm to go and my brother? Me, we grew up, I grew up in Lagos. Those days, if somebody get injury, one person, the whole market will stop. But these days, you go hear say hundreds of people, even children, go buy like that. people go just quickly move on. Like saying, government no go even show concern.
And the government don't know, say people know to they show concern, so they don't bother themselves. They won't even talk about it, right? Like, you'll be reading it in the media. Hey, killing is in Benue. And everybody could just go quiet. Everybody, including these their supporters, so they will just disappear.
Yes.
Hoping that the whole thing will blow over in a day or two. And they can continue with another distraction. 2027, 2027, 2027. Like, what the?
Imagine the governor where we say somebody go try to help the people where they for IDP. They hide them. They don't make people see, say, these people are suffering.
A lot of people are there IDP camp.
Yeah, all those things. How can you govern in that way? Like you said it the other day. I think the day before yesterday, you said it. You can win election through propaganda, but you can't govern through propaganda.
It's impossible. Propaganda no fit build road, Baba.
No.
You know, if you just say, Omo, I just completed 3,000 bed hospital in Egodo. They say, where be the place? Don't ask me. It's because you don't believe me. I said I've constructed 3,000 bed. Baba, you dey mad? Who did they talk to? Right? Where be the 3,000 bed hospital? You can't use propaganda to run a country. It's impossible.
No, you know go work. You know go work. You know, if you look at what is happening now in Nigeria, you see the way people just they buy. The guy, what thing they important for them now? How many people they join their party? They are planned 2027. That's the only thing. And this our president no even care. The guy just they not even show concern, say somebody buy or you even talk about them.
No.
The guy you just go Lagos, he go do the fight someone.
He just know they call him Mr. President. I never did they call him Mr. President. Now what's he going to do again? They don't tell us he go do 8 years. You don't ask him boys, they don't tell us Baba, you go do 8 years. Don't worry, just jaye.
And one thing again, what I will mention, we say, you see Shettima. No say in the beginning they tell them say now Muslim they want. Say if they give them Muslim peace go day.
Yeah.
They don't give them Muslim, but Shettima call they see say I just did my own. These people just don't put me one side. It can't be like say na Baba Pikin, I can't be vice. You understand?
I do with you.
So that make say all these things they weaponize all these things where they happen.
And now,
make the call.
Now wait, I want to talk with that. People they notice all these things, right? They come to weaponize them. They say, "Oh, man, Shettima has spare tire." What do they do to spare tire? Not be when original tire flat, then they use spare. If your original tire knows no flat, what do you want to take spare do? And you can even throw the spare away, gone, and pick another one.
My brother.
It is going to be interesting. I am actually looking forward to how the entire drama is going to play out. I just want people to know that all of us, when they think Tinubu don't capture everywhere and all of that, well, we may be wrong, because the drama is just about
you know what thing happen for my mind. When I see all those people they join those, most of them they join free will.
And now
they could threaten them, say if you no join, because now Wike. What thing make a Wike, they know they touch and they say, Wike don't buy judiciary. Judiciary is under Wike.
You get
anything where they Wike tell them, make they do. Even this OB election where we say they say that this man win. Wike don't think they say, no worry, see the judgment. All right, and give the guy where go talk with him. You understand? That's why anything where Wike they do, the man they clap for him. You understand? So 2027, this way they join, some of them can be saboteur.
At the end of the day,
of course,
you know,
because at the same thing where they do Jonathan,
I just want, you know, it be like bubble. APC right now be like bubble, where everybody they enter. You know, there are bubble there. If they blow on like this, slowly, it go they expand. It go they become big. And you know what thing about bubble be say, it no real. Once it go pop, it go just pop.
Yes,
you get that now. Like you
even finance sometimes
observed. Yeah, like rightly observed, right? Majority of them are not joining because they support or wanted Tinubu. It is for their own survival. And in the process, they have aligned their destiny to Tinubu's.
Exactly.
But as they are all rushing inside, the bubble go burst soon, Baba. And we'll be here to see it.
Yes. Because anything, they say any building where we say you know stand on a solid ground, my brother. If wind blow.
Now deal self. We Yoruba they talk say house where they take speed to build. Now deal go demolish them. You know that money deal. That's now ain't go demolish them because it's fake. It's fake. It's imaginary. This power they think say they have is imaginary. They understand that as much as Nigerians know they pray for their leaders anyway from time immemorial. This Tinubu and his gang can tell that they are the most despised people. People don't want them. It's like they force themselves on everybody.
I tell you, if any of them now get headache, Nigeria going to pray and make them pie.
After when they talk say when the wicked don't die, and I got to say when the wicked don't die, they say they don't it collapse or this or that. You see people's reaction. If I was with the wicked, it would be a time for me to reflect on everything.
Exactly.
If not so, I die like that. That's why my children go they read all these things. They see people celebrate, say I die.
They're
so is that how it's going to be like? You know what I mean? But they are unrepentant.
Just like we get to fail us say they give them poison. Nothing like poison. Now too much of alcohol. Alcohol they kill liver.
It's a matter of time.
If they pump alcohol because they tell you say one bottle at 20,000, you buy them with $20,000. The original, they pump out, you know.
Mumuma, when you say you can easily tell that is somebody who is a product of poverty. So afraid of poverty that he wanted to own the world. He wanted to own everything. He's so afraid of being poor that he's kind of like stealing what he can't even spend in 500 years if he lives that long.
Imagine international conference center at 9 billion. Only renovation. That is extreme. Every politician did steal for all around the world where we know.
But their own is so excessive. Yeah. It's like an obsession, like a curse. You can't define it. You can't explain it.
You remember what Cameron, British Prime Minister, said? He said Nigeria is one of the...
No, it's the most fantastically corrupt country in the world.
Exactly. You know what in demands? Corrupt. You know what in demands? Demand don't see something where shock him. Say,
how can somebody shock him? Baba, being the Prime Minister of UK, you don't know about the intel of how people are looting Africa. They themselves, they loot Africa. You can't realize that when they steal from Nigeria. If they steal out for 1 year for UK, Nigeria, UK say UK will go bankrupt. That's what
it says. Yes.
How Nigeria is still standing is a miracle to some people. Like it's a mystery. Like that country is still there. I see they still there. They deceive themselves, say they're the country. Say, wow, that is a mystery. Or you both do research on why you are still a country now.
They could look at our citizens. If they won't protest, they go protest for London. They could laugh. Say,
you see, look at them. Now, so look at them. I'll take one more.
All right, my brother. Keep it up.
Enjoy your day, okay? Thank you so much.
Thank you for today.
Yes, that's beautiful. So I have another caller. Yims, did I get it right? Hello.
Salam alaikum.
Maiyegun salam. Baba, how are you?
Oh, Ajay,
Adeo, how you say?
Yima soro.
Oh yeah, Yima. My man.
Baba.
So you had to go the spy route today, like a disguise. So you got me. You are from Benue, Yima.
Tell you,
number one, the first thing, accept our condolences, just to let you know that we really sympathize and empathize with you. I can't imagine how this is for you, especially sometimes when you see all this news, right? And you can tell some of this can be very close to home than others, right? It's like me reading about insecurity in Ogun State, right? And then they tell me that, something is happening in Ikene. And I'm like, Ikene is next to my place. My town is next. So I can't imagine how this is for you. Coming from that place, Baba.
I know
like on an everyday basis.
It's annoying. It's just, there's no word to even describe the feeling. It's annoying, it's heartbreaking, it's disappointing, it's frustrating. When you see your kids and king being killed like rats. Every time you turn on the news, it is one thief person or one village or an Idoma village or Igede village. Something must happen. Everything, man, it just pisses you off. As in, who are the bastards in charge of this place?
Those who are supposed to actually help the people. You watch them fool around, lie about
fool around.
That gets you more angrier.
So imagine you can't even think that you will take your kids that you're giving birth to abroad to go and see your own fatherland. You can't even think about that. Not to talk of the people that are dying every day. And then somebody in charge of the state will now come, sit down and be speaking brighter grammar English. Now that one they pay me, Baba. That one they pay me. What are you talking about? What are you doing? People die, you go to talk, say, from 17 local government, you brought it down to 6 local government, now it's 3, which is a bloody lie. People are dying in Gwe, people are dying in Kwadi, people are dying in Yelawata now. That's already these 3 local governments. We have not put in Otukpo, as in Ideidoma side, Agatu, Apa, all of those things. We have not put them inside here, but you are sitting online
where tens of people have actually been killed. And Maso,
Maiyegun, it's frustrating.
I'm so sorry,
it's just frustrating. It's frustrating. And then when you talk, the urchins, the rats, the crumb chasers will come after you that you don't like father. What is my liking father got to do with people dying?
What does that have to do with all of this? Like, he's to do his job, and if he's not doing his job, about what are you doing? Why are you here?
The man just amazes me. You sit down there and you are speaking English. 1 minute you are telling me that it's people from Abuja that are causing this problem. The next minute you are saying that it's the religious people that are causing this problem. The fool in your mouth never dry. You go talk say
another terrorist coming from another.
Where is your consistency, Mr. Governor? Where is your consistency? What is this? I don't understand, Maiyegun. I beg, help me. I beg, make una help me.
Help me. Make una help me.
The yellow water that happened now, Maiyegun. This is something that is about less than an hour to Makurdi town. Wow. Makurdi has 72 barracks. That's army barracks.
Wow.
In North Bank. He has tactical air command in the South Bank. That's on your way to Boku. There's an air base there. These guys are 1 hour away from Makurdi town. Shooting and killing and maiming. Shooting and maiming and killing, Baba. No response. Nothing. Then this man will sit down and then start telling, talking about it, boys, it makes my blood boil.
I can imagine.
It makes my blood boil. What are you doing? People are being killed every day. You sit down there and you claim that you are governor. Okay, you show that picture of cows. Cows being this thing. Do you know that I grew up in welfare quarters? I grew up in welfare quarters. I grew up in that welfare quarters.
I saw your comment on Facebook now when you saw that video and you said, oh my God, I grew up in this area.
My uncle's house is still there right now as I speak to you. So I have siblings and cousins and whatever there, nephews there. So you're parading cows everywhere or along that place. The cows belong to some idiot, honorable idiot in Abuja called Takiga. A Dixon Takiga. He saw that there was trouble. He packed the cow, took it to another place from welfare quarters. Where he took it to, those people say, no, if you bring cow, come here. My guy carried the 6 Fulani way he bring, people inside Jeep, carry them, run away. So you see that some of our people are collaborating with these idiots.
Yep. I said something about that last night, Yima. I said, if all of us are beginning to look inward and we realize how these Fulani terrorists were imported into these communities by the supposed elites that hired them as security, hired them for this and that, and the easy penetration of all these communities or areas, right, that they have been wreaking havoc can be traced. It can be traced to all this early incursion that we can say was pretty much facilitated and funded by the elite, especially in the South, Middle Belt and the South.
So what is the real issue on ground now? People are being maimed, people are being killed, people are dying every day.
And
you
they
can't go to
they are calling their killers stakeholders as well.
Stakeholders. Imagine, we should go and reconcile with people who come and kill us. I don't understand. Who are these human beings?
Farmers are just clashes. Now only the farmers they lose in village, in family.
What clashes? What clashes? What does a farmer clash with an AK-47?
Exactly.
AK-47.
On his farm.
What is he clashing with him for?
House.
On his farm.
I ain't take
in his
clash
house.
with the Fulani.
In his ancestral ground. But we are the ones who should be at fault. We are the ones who should go and sue for peace.
For peace,
Man, thank God say they carry me come up for that country.
There, and people should understand. Tomorrow now, Koolu is coming to your state, Yima.
I
am going. See, people are saying that Yima. People are saying, how do people react to Tinubu coming there tomorrow? Will make them realize if they still have to stand with Benue or not. But whether you stand or you sit down with Benue or not, it doesn't change anything.
Doesn't change anything.
However,
you see this feeling.
Something people need to know that these criminal politicians are so tricky and so devilish that because of making Tinubu feel good tomorrow, they will hire and mobilize thousands of people that they will pay to come and raise flag and scream Tinubu and show support so that they can take pictures, make videos, and send to everybody that, oh my God, Benue people love Tinubu. So I just said I should say that ahead of time, in case if anybody is looking to judge people for that. So go on.
I have been following the Benue scene, the Benue meet online scene. People are saying that anybody who wear Koolu, Koolu 2007, I be Koolu or campaign this thing. That person is an idiot. All people should wear black, come out tomorrow. If any human being, any animal will go the praise Koolu tomorrow, come out and oh God. Man, Maiyegun.
What is may take out?
It's not. This is nonsense. This is nonsense, and I don't understand why we are stooping low to this. Koolu comes in tomorrow now. He will do all his barazana. He will go away. The people in the IDP camp will still be there. More people will still join them. The governor will come tomorrow again when there's another attack and start speaking English. Our people should get ready. Something don't something don't visit us. Will not be good thing for our land. It'll be a good thing. I go. Thank you.
Thank you so much as well. Thank you very much. On that note, we are going to draw the curtain now so that I can get ready for tonight, everyone. So thank you so much for your time. So you can tell me, let me know what you think about this broadcast this afternoon, because my plan now is that I will be bringing just one topic, throw it open, and let us call in and deliberate on that and get us all used to the brunch time again, even if it's just an hour or two, right? Except on the days I'm like really tired, then I can only do it in the evening. But again, it's been a pleasure coming back here in the afternoon. And at the same time, having to hear from so many of you, like we usually do, phone in, contribute, and all that, okay? Well, I'm going to see you later this evening, though, where I will be coming with comprehensive report of the latest of the happenings from that contraption, right? So you can make it a date with me tonight. So what followed next is going to be the replay from last night. If you have the chance, watch it, all right? I will see you. Meanwhile, you see, if you put your phone, to those of you who want to support Maiyegun, look at that. You see that, that's another part of this new software, right? You see, turn on the camera of your phone, go on there, you see that QR code there. If you scan it, that is the Buy Me a Coffee support link. Click on the link on your camera on your phone, and yeah, you can support Maiyegun's Diary Political from that. I appreciate all of you, all right? Enjoy the rest of your afternoon, morning, and I am going to see you later this evening. So good afternoon.
Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Maiyegun diary Nayibi #1. Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Maiyegun diary Nayibi #1. Maiyegun ti dé o ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú. Maiyegun diary Nayibi #1. Lórí Facebook lórí YouTube. Maiyegun diary Nayibi #1. Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Maiyegun já wa sí. Maiyegun diary Nayibi #1. Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o. Maiyegun diary Nayibi #1. Bó bá ṣe eré àní Maiyegun máa wí. Maiyegun diary Nayibi #1. Ó sì tún ṣe eré wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o. Maiyegun diary Nayibi #1. Maiyegun diary political. Maiyegun diary Nayibi #1. Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Maiyegun. Maiyegun diary Nayibi #1. Ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o kẹgọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o. Maiyegun diary Nayibi #1. Àní Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Maiyegun diary Nayibi #1. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Lórí Facebook. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Lórí YouTube. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Ijó ìgbádìyẹ. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Kí gómìnà kówó jẹ. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọlọ́pàá tí ń gba rìbá. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o. Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀. Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Oníkan ṣáàtì ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran. Kì máa yí ṣe eré. Ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Kì máa yí ṣe eré. Ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o, ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣàyè tú wọn síta. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
tẹnitẹni ọmọ Máyégún ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni mo fọlọ́run sọ ẹ̀ bá kìlẹ́bù lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni ìwọ ṣá máa ń ṣọ́ra kò sì mọ́ bẹ̀rù bọ́tà ń lè rí bóníṣègùn lé káwọn mọ̀mọ́ fi ṣera wọn ni ó ti dẹrùn tí wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sè mọ́bẹ̀. èèpo ọ̀bọ̀lọmọ bá dérò tàjẹ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ ó ti jọba lórí àbínú ẹni kò sì mọ́ bùyà àìsíwọ́lu ní ẹnìkẹ́ ìgbódì ẹyin lábàrá o ó kó ẹni tó bá dán wò á kàmù Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ tún ra kì Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ tún ra kì o ẹni bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò òní fi wọ́n níran o.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ tún ra kì Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ tún ra kì ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.